Hey everybody, this is Future Editing Luke here. Not that these episodes normally need edited, but in this case we had something really weird happen with this episode. What you're about to watch is actually about the second 2/3 of a stream that we did where Savannah and I were finishing up a quest that had been started the previous night, and then since we had only been streaming for about an hour, we decided to keep on working, although we had a brand new hero that needed painted before we could use her. So we stopped what we were doing. Savannah decided to paint our brand new dwarf hero, Rauna Ruvon, and I kind of jumped into doing some cool extra Twitch stuff that was needing done. So this is definitely an odd episode, but still something that we wanted to document here on YouTube, even though it was a little bit weird. So this one's going to be a little bit less complete from start to finish like these are, but in either case, still a lot of fun where you can watch Savannah painting most of this new dwarf hero, and then we're getting back to regular episodes after this. Thanks as always for watching these YouTube videos. Don't forget to do all of the content creatory things like subscribing and liking, leaving comments, all that good stuff, and be sure to come hang out with us sometime on Twitch, where we are live at midnight Eastern Time every single night of the week. Sometimes Savannah is painting, most of the time I'm playing quests. Occasionally you might even catch a creative lore world building kind of stream, which we do on Thursday nights. Thanks everybody for watching, and we will catch you later. Okay, I'll apologize in advance. I'm going to keep the face cam on me because I'm going to work on some stuff while we're doing this. Yeah. So you'll be seeing my big stupid face while you're watching her work on painting.
That's fine.
Hey, we've got one more viewer than we had a second ago, just so that you're aware of what in the world is happening.
I was like, what am I doing? I already forgot.
We decided to stop mid-quest to paint a new hero. Well, not really mid-quest. Mid-episode.
But
there we go.
All right, I'm gonna have to prime her and then let her dry before I can dry brush her and paint her. And I gotta I need her card so I can get a color palette going here as well. Do you want her dark skin like she is on the card?
The Modern Hero Quest kind of indicates that all the dwarves are more darker skin like that. I don't think it needs to be. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right, I'll look and see what I want to do here. I like her armor. It's like gold and black and like silver.
Yeah, totally.
That's cool. I like it. Well, I'm going to prime her first before I get a color palette chosen here. Just so she can be drying while I'm doing that.
Right.
And I did dry brush the dragons, so they're ready to go. I'm excited for that. Super stoked about it. Let me clean up my my palette here.
Go ahead and let's point... let me think about this here for a second. Oh, I missed. Gohan says, I demand put the cheeseburger down. Of all the music Lucas made, this is the Be Right Back music. Yes, I love that so much too. The like jazzy version of the theme song. Me and my dad got together one Saturday right before we started this whole thing and made that. Point the face cam you were using down at you also whenever
this one?
You have a second. Yeah, I don't know why it's actually kind of bothering me a little bit that it's my face and not yours.
Well, I can try to do that.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect.
It won't. There we go. Okay, how's that?
Don't know yet.
Oh, okay. All right.
Whoa!
Whoa! It's me!
Big face.
Bah!
There we go.
Shake, shake, shake.
Oh, you're significantly smaller than mine. I didn't intend for that.
Shake your paint. Shake your primer. I need to turn up this as well, because I'm not only having a hot flash, but I'm also need this to dry quickly. Impromptu paint stream. I wonder where Zuli's been.
Oh yeah, Zuli wasn't in today.
Yeah.
How's everybody else doing? Everybody else doing good? I imagine Justin's probably passed out.
Okay, can you see what I'm doing? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Gohan's here. Gohan was here like 40 minutes before the stream started even. Which I love. That's great. Minoru Koro was doing alright. Cody's on vacation, so Cody's got to be doing all right. I'm not sure if he's still actually watching or if he's gone to bed. All right, let's add in some of these redeems. That'll be a good use of this time for sure. Ricoro says, I'm still here. Yeah, awesome. What's bed? Yeah, exactly. That's right. I forgot we already established none of us actually sleep. Gwen says, I was going to say something, but I was like, I don't want to seem that crazy. I also have to like think about that really hard. Anytime I'm about to say anything. Actually, can I open the redeem page without ending the stream?
I got way too much primer on my palette.
Cody says, I've been laying here for 3 hours. There you go. All right. I assume we're still good here. I've moved some stuff around. Well, yeah, we went to this page on last night's stream because we renamed the customized points display. We renamed them to magic points instead of channel points. So we should be fine, right?
Should be.
Yeah. Okay, I feel like the first one we need to do is the dread spell for sure, because that's the one you there specifically asked for that several times.
All right.
So we should definitely do that one.
Let her dry. And then work on a, ow! Pulled my hair. Work on a paint palette for her. So, let me see here. What do I got here? Move all this crap out of my way. That's in my way. Move this back over here. Get over there. Alright. Alright, let's see. So, skin tones. Let's see what I've got here. I want to go to Walmart and just buy like every different shade of like tan and brown and like skin tones.
Yeah.
Yes, because I only have these 4 and I really want to get more than that. All right, let's see. So I think this light mocha will be a good skin tone for her. It's not too dark, it's not too light, it's not too pale. And if it's not quite dark enough or quite, I can fix it. I could put a wash on it if I wanted a little bit darker than that, and do it that way. Okay, so I'm gonna have to sneak into my dragon colors I have picked out for some of the colors that are on this. Now I definitely want to use the broadsword silver because it's the dark silver, and then obviously the brighter silver as well, or the enchanted steel. Actually, I think I might do the enchanted steel instead of the broadsword. Yeah, okay, and then golden armor, I think with darker gold will be good for that. She's got some red, so maybe we could do the poppy red for the jewels that are on there. There's a purple jewel on there. Let's do... It's a pretty dark purple, so let's do this vivid purple. And then just the grim black color, because that purple also is like on the other pieces of her armor as well. She's got black hair. She actually has purple eyes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I won't be able to paint that, but it's cool regardless. Okay, and then she's got some rings, and I'm not sure if she's actually got the rings on. I think so, because I know the male dwarf like that I painted, he had the rings on. And so she's got like a green jewel. Let's do this Gilly Dew. And she's got a blue gem. So we'll do... I want a brighter blue. Here we go. This Royal Robes blue. And then looks like a pink So we'll do a familiar pink, which is a vivid pink. There. Okay. So now it's just a matter of letting her dry so that she can get dry brushed. And, yeah. But you know what? Since how we're waiting on her to dry, I have some skeletons over here that I have already painted, primed. And so I think I'll go ahead and dry brush these guys while I'm waiting on her to dry, since how I got her color palette picked out here. So let's go ahead and get these skeletons put on here.
We are still live, aren't we, guys? I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have it pulled up still.
Okay, yeah. Good, okay. So. I'm messing with Twitch because I'm putting these new redeems in, so I just want to make sure that
everything's okay.
Yeah, that I didn't like screw anything up.
Okay, I got one more here, but I don't have any more of these wooden things. I'm gonna order another set of these the next time I have a little extra money. Okay, get my dry brushes pulled out here. Don't need the big dry brushes because it's just a small minis. And I'm gonna go ahead and dry brush these guys while I'm waiting for her to dry. She's getting there. She'll dry quickly with that fan on her, especially.
Okay, go ahead. So long as your streaming software doesn't close, you should be okay. That's what I assumed, but I'm always worried that I don't understand technology as well as I think I do.
And then obviously when I dry brush, I just use the Apple Barrel matte white paint. Doesn't need to be fancy. Get a little of that on there. And we'll start dry brushing these guys while I'm waiting on, I almost called her Gramina. Rauna to dry.
User asked, do you use OBS for streaming? Yes, we do. So I noticed there's stats in the bottom corner, right? So if we had stopped streaming, the stats in the bottom corner would change. Am I right in saying that? Because I wondered that too. But again, I'm always so worried that I understand things less than I think I do.
I noticed with these guys, they're a little bit flimsy as far as like their weapons, so I gotta be careful when I'm dry brushing them not to damage them, because especially where they're holding the weapon is pretty flimsy.
Right. Which corner? Okay, so not literally the corner, but close to the bottom right corner. Right, we've got because we record the episodes and we stream the episodes, so there's a timer for recording and a timer for streaming that are near the bottom right corner.
So the only thing that I don't like about this dry brush, because these are actually like dry brushes, that's what these brushes are for. And the only thing I really don't like about them is that it's hard to get up in like the nooks and crannies because of how like big the brush is at the tip. And so I have another brush that gets up into all the little areas that I can't reach with this one. So then I'll just switch over.
Those reset or stop counting at the very least. Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. But good to know for sure. Ah, we're so close. The images for these redeems have to be under 25 KB, and that is such a ridiculous... That is so small of a file size.
watched a video of a guy dry brushing these skeletons, and he dry brushed them in brown. Like, he primed them in white and then dry brushed them in brown. And I thought that was really cool, and I want to try that, but I have to get that primer. Or maybe it was gray. It was either white or gray that he primed them in.
I kind of remember you talking about
Yeah, and I really like that. I thought that was cool. And there's going to be enough skeletons that I'm going to have to do that I could try that. So I want to get a bottle of that grayish primer and try that and just see, you know, the kind of difference that it makes, essentially.
Right.
Because I think that that would be really, really cool. But for now, since how these guys are technically basically ready to go, I'll just go ahead and get them dry brushed so that way I just got to paint them. Sure, get anywhere that needs to be. Alright, that guy's done.
My endless folders. 6 and 112. Good, and then we need to go to the alerts. And channel points, new variant. Variant name, dread spell, redemption. This is for cast a dread spell. Good. What was I making the text? I was changing the text. Oh yeah, that one right there. Something just vibrated. What just vibrated? Was it your phone?
Oh, yeah, it says you was there, sent 4 pictures into the Discord.
Oh, awesome. I do zenithal priming on most of my models, mainly because they look alright when being played if primed. Okay.
What was it?
That's you there was talking about priming here.
Zenithal priming. Is that just like paint like this? Is it kind of like acrylic paint or like, well, it's primer obviously probably, but. Is that like a brand?
Oh, get out of here. C2C. Oh, we got another ad break. Visuals and sound. Upload a file here. Either says zenithal is when you do black from underneath and then a lighter color like gray from above. Okay,
Oh.
so it's like a oh, I've lost the word. I know what you mean.
Does that create like lighting?
Yeah. I've completely lost the word. That's really frustrating. It creates very basic lighting.
Okay, cool. That's awesome. I don't know, much about doing anything like that. Do you do any like tutorials or anything like that? Or do you have anything like that like on like YouTube or anything like that? Because I'm always interested in doing things, to make them look more interesting. Like, to do different techniques and stuff.
I always forget you can upload custom sounds for the alerts. That's another kind of long-term goal. There's really no reason that I'm not making custom sounds, you know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
Recording custom sounds for these.
Check on her, see how she's doing. She still has a couple of wet spots. Not too many.
Glimmer that we usually use. Yeah. That's right, that's the redeem sound, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, add to alert. Twitch always puts like a random name into the preview of the alert, and the random name it put was Mr. Chowder Clam.
Mr. Chowder Clam. Wow. That's a name right there.
Either says, no, I've just kind of been winging it. I watched one video 6 months ago. There's many ways to set up custom sounds for redeems. Yeah. We've got one that plays every time, but you can upload your own stuff. So, and I mean, that's right up my alley. We might as well. All right, check this out. Huh? Now I just need a randomizer chart to draw a card to see which spell gets cast. Or honestly, we don't even need a chart. I could just draw a card and then go that many cards down the pile. And then just as long as it's a spell that makes sense. Although there are a lot of spells in there that won't make sense. Stuff that's like custom to the Frozen Horror.
Yeah.
Stuff like Escape. What's that gonna do?
That plays the right way to know her song.
Yeah. I guess in that case we just keep drawing until we get a card that actually makes sense. Just to have less charts. Just take the ones that don't make sense out. Yeah. So I've just got a big pile of dread spells, yeah. And that's probably the simplest thing. If we draw one that doesn't make any sense, we'll just keep going down until we reach the next card that does make sense and do that. I'm not sure if I love the entire card back on the redeem. Let's look at that again. I don't know. I mean, we could easily, you know, cut that down to just like kind of the more interesting part of the graphic. It just feels a little too big, you know? Am I being too picky with that? What do you guys think? Is the whole card back fine, or should we cut it down?
What was it doing again?
Oh, is that,
I missed it. I don't know. I kind of like that. Is there a way that you can make it smaller?
Probably.
Because
I think you should trim the border. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing, is that it's a little bit big, but I like it.
Trim off the border. That will be easy.
Ah, ooh, okay. Alrighty then. Oh, I almost just painted that white directly on there without wiping it off. This skeleton was going to be super white instead of super dead. See what I did there?
Gohan says, yes, our dread spell's bad. Yes, they are. Those are the bad guy spells. As I can't spell. I knew what you meant. So we should probably add in a redeem for alert sounds too happy. Yeah, I agree. Dread spells are good. Of course you there would say that, yeah. Good for her. There's a way we can knock the corners off here, I think, right? Maybe I'm not remembering. Good is in the eye of the caster, I guess. Yeah, that's exactly right. So we should probably, to balance that, we should also add in a redeem for casting a hero spell then, right? Mayhaps we should go over what some spells do. Yeah. Yep, that would probably be a good idea. We have kind of the main ones. So summon undead drops a bunch of skeletons and zombies. Summon orcs drops a bunch of orcs and maybe goblins. I don't remember. There's ball of flame. Tempest makes a hero lose a turn. There's lightning bolt that can hit a bunch of heroes right in a row. Firestorm would attack everybody, heroes and monsters in the room. Usually only the spellcaster is unaffected, but this would probably hit everybody if it was cast. What else am I missing? Command would put the targeted hero under the command of the dungeon master, which would be me, so the bad guys. No, heroes already have a bunch of cheap help. I just don't want heroes die in every quest. That's just, it's not fun for me. You know what I mean? Fear also can take a hero down. Oh, and sleep. So a bunch of really helpful stuff there for sure. And then on most of those, whoever redeems it would have to choose what hero they want it cast on, right? Because there's only a couple that hit like everybody. Like Lightning Bolt couldn't be cast necessarily at one person. Can we make something distracted by hunger? Ah, there you go. Yeah, hunger is definitely not a mechanic regular Hero Quest uses. That's an interesting idea for sure. Yeah, some of the big lists that we came up with on the creative stream last night probably offsets the need for casting a random hero spell. Gohan says, I don't know, I'm hungry. Yeah, makes sense.
Alright, one more guy here, and then hopefully Rauna is dry. Oh, that was too much.
Am I remembering wrong that there's an easy way in this iPicky website to knock the corners off something? Around the corners?
Yeah, it should that's what it should be called.
There's something called curves.
No, that's not it.
Equalize local contrast.
Let me see.
Black and white, CP color 10.
Hang on, guys. Prompt to break here.
Emboss, blur image, smart blur.
Oops.
It's not on the stream.
I know.
Oh, I see.
I accidentally hit a thing. Okay, let me see. Can I turn this more towards me?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Keep going. It's in these.
Like that?
Yeah, click on that. Go down. It's in one of these tabs. Okay, go to the next one.
I don't even, I've like never looked at any of these.
Okay, go to the next one.
That's the layers one.
Go to the one under that. Rounded corners.
Ah, okay. I knew there was an easy way to do it. I just couldn't figure out what it was.
There you go.
Yes, sir. That's what we want right there.
You gotta look in all the tabs.
Yeah. Almost wish we could blur the edges without blurring anything else. I know there is a blur image, but can we cause it to only blur the edges? No, we can't. Okay.
Did you figure it out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll say because I can.
Me too, Gohan. PNG, dread spells, Save. Perfect. Visuals and sound. Upload a slightly different file here. Yeah, I think that looks better. What do we think to this? Oh, sorry, I didn't save it. That still looks like the old one.
Yeah.
There, preview. We're gonna try that again because that definitely did not update. Hold on. Oh, right, and Gohan says the sound sounds too happy. Yeah, totally. The thing is, I don't really like most of the sounds that it puts in automatically.
Can you do a custom one?
That one would be a little bit more appropriate, but that's
Yeah.
our follow sound. We don't have any way to record anything right at the moment.
But you could, right?
Yeah. See the beginning.
That's way too happy.
But yeah, the end is. Yeah, we'll leave it glimmer for now. But I agree that it needs to be changed. All of them need to be changed. Okay, what do we think to this? All right, come on now.
Yeah, that looks better.
Still full graphic, no black border, rounded corners.
Okay, so those guys are dry brushed. Alright, she should be ready now. Look here.
Maybe like 5% smaller. Yeah, that should be easy to do within Twitch with the layout. Surely. Oh yeah, there's a scale
Okay.
right there.
I think she's ready to be dry brushed.
Make that 45% scale. There's Zuli. How's it going, Zuli? You're finally here, yes. Hey, we finished the quest and decided last second to jump over to something else. We ADHD'd into something else mid-episode.
Yeah, well, we introduced her and then she wasn't painted and everything else was. So I was like, I don't even really want to start this quest until she's painted.
Yes. So Savannah's painting and I'm working on adding in some of the redeems we talked about in the creative episode. Okay, how about this, you there? This is actually 10% smaller. Okay, I keep forgetting to save the changes first. Here we go. I don't know, does that look any different? And that should have just made the image smaller, not the text. I almost feel like the text ought to be a tiny bit bigger. Zuli was slow. Oh, house was out of power for 4 hours. Well, that's no good. Well, I'm glad it came back on. Yes, the image was at 40% instead of 50%. Just to prove it. You know what I bet it was? It didn't actually do it because I didn't save the changes. I bet that's exactly what it was. That's why it looked the same. Hold on, let me put it back and save the changes first. Okay, now it should be actually smaller. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks better.
Hey.
I hit a little bit of black paint here that wasn't quite dry. That's okay.
Yeah, definitely smaller. So that right there, that was 40%. The first one we were looking at was 50%.
Oh.
When I moved it down to 45, I didn't think it looked all that big. So he says, I was stressing out for not going in your stream. Oh, no, don't worry about that. Can't miss it at all. Well, I appreciate that, but yeah, no, don't
despair. We're here every night.
I'm glad everything was all good, though.
Yeah.
Was it like just a random thing, or were you having a bad storm or something? That happens to us sometimes. It rains real bad, power lines go down. We had that one night with the stream. We almost had to cancel the stream because we came down here and we kept losing power.
Yep. It shut the computer off like 3 different times.
Right.
Before we had even started, but thankfully by the time we started, it stopped doing that. Oh.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna stop it recording. Or should I? No, you're painting. We probably should leave this.
Yeah.
I might go back and cut this episode so that the quest part is its own thing. Happy time zones, yes.
She wasn't completely dry yet.
Excuse me. Go ahead and check that out there in the channel points too, you there. I think we had talked about making that 1,200 points, right? Seems like maybe you had suggested that one point. Making that a 1,200 point redeem. So make sure it's actually in there. I guess I could have been sending the test alert like that. I've just been literally hitting send a test alert. Yeah, 1,200 seems fine. I agree. I've actually never clicked on this. I'm going to click on this in the chat. Power-ups and rewards. Yes, I would like to get started. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's click it. What happens? You trigger a random dread spell to be cast. Choose a hero to be the target of the spell. I'll go ahead and test what we're going to be seeing most of the time anyway. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right, now. She wasn't quite dry yet. I guess I need to make sure. Put her back over here. Let her finish drying.
We're almost there.
She's almost there. I need a new paper towel.
Now, when Ragnar dies, I promise to target all heroes equally. There you go.
She's gonna have like 3,000 points saved up to just try to kill Ragnar.
You're starting to sound a bit like a politician, you there. You should run for office.
Excuse me. I forgot.
Okay, yeah, I was looking at the list. I gotta remove dread spells off the list now that we've done that.
Okay, impromptu break here because I gotta wait till she's fully dry because I keep running into the small wet spots.
You there says, nah, too much work. I feel that. I feel that.
Where's my phone at? 16%, which is not terrible.
Are the politics there in New Zealand as absolutely head-smashingly frustrating as they are in the U.S.? I'll be honest, I just straight up ignore most of what's going on here because it's just like there's nothing except getting upset. That's the only proper response.
Ah, crap.
Every time something happens.
I just closed the stream by accident.
Whoopsie daisy.
Whoopsers. Whoopsie doopsers. I don't have any more juice. What do I do with that water? There it is. I found it.
Okay, I'm gonna take a look at this list here again and see if there's anything else that would be easy to go ahead and add real fast. Oh, right. I'm going to have to actually learn how to do the bits redeems. I imagine it's about the same as the channel points redeems, but there are a couple of ones on here.
And what is that?
Bits is people like actually giving us money.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think like 1 bit is equal to 1 penny.
Oh, okay. I see.
You there says, I'd say close to. It's election year here, so it's even dumber than normal. Oh yeah, that is always a nightmare when it's
Yep.
election year. I
Yep.
totally understand that.
Uh-huh.
He says, oh, that's crazy. Oh, that is sad. Can any country in the world get that right? Or is that just like part of the human condition? Doesn't matter who's in charge, people are going to be upset about it. That's probably how it really works, right?
Yes. All take a look here.
I get upset about it even when I'm in charge, so there's no pleasing me, for sure.
Does she actually have? Yes, she does. Okay.
Oh yeah, we could do the gift, the potion of restoration. That would be easy, and that ought to be really expensive. That was somebody's suggestion.
You are the dwarf. You are
Nobody
the
likes the people
barbarian.
in charge, though currently they're proving they shouldn't be in charge. There you go. Yeah. Oh man, we lost it hard. We just lost 3 viewers.
They're like, nope,
People are like, oh, we're talking politics, we're getting out of here. Yeah.
we're out.
Totally understand. Oh, there went another one.
Like, we'll show you.
Oh, jeez. Don't worry, we're not going to talk politics. I have no interest in that. I was just kind of curious in the difference between here and there. I don't know enough about politics to talk politics. So you don't ever have to worry about that for me. Guys, come back. No, it's all good. We kind of ground to a halt, right? You know, so we're in the middle of playing a quest and then suddenly midstream we switch to something else. This is definitely not going to become a normal thing.
It's a special circumstance this time.
Yes. Where is the potion of restoration? There it is. Alright, I need to cut this guy out.
Still think you should have a
Put it in the redeem.
toolkit card made.
I don't know. Because most heroes end up with that toolkit disarm and then none of them have it.
I think you should do it anyhow. Alright. I'm going to have to do a lot of referencing back and forth with the card because certain parts of this are really muddied and hard to see what's going on.
Hey, Cal is here. How's it going, Cal?
Hi, Cal.
We're doing some weird stuff here. We were playing a quest, but we finished one, and so we decided to kind of pivot and do some other stuff and just kind of hang out.
Oh, I gotta get my points. I wonder how many I have now. I have 1,000.
Ooh.
Ooh. Heck yeah.
Hi, family. Yes.
All right.
I love it. Hello, hello. Hope
Hello,
you're doing
hello,
good.
hello. All right.
Still
I'm
feeling
gonna go
better, I
ahead
hope.
and do her skin tone first. All right. So I chose the light mocha color for her skin. That's what I chose for that.
Ooh, you know what's really going to lose us a bunch of viewers? I dislike coffee. Ooh, did we kill? Is everybody gone now? We killed it, didn't we? No more Midnight Quest. I killed it.
I don't like the taste of coffee, but I love the smell of coffee.
Oh, you there doesn't like coffee either?
Yeah.
All right, I'm not
the
alone.
taste of it, no. But the smell, I can deal with the smell. I like the smell of coffee.
See, I don't even like
let's
the
see.
smell. I feel like it smells like it tastes. But my mom was like that too. My mom didn't like the taste, but did like the smell.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm saying that in past tense. Cal says, and yes, not quite as good as yesterday. LOL, bad, still not as bad as last week. Yay, God. Oh, Cal likes Kahlua, but not coffee. Nice. It seems like almost everybody around here is like a coffee nut. Usually you tell people that you dislike coffee around here, and people will start lighting torches and pitchforks.
Yep. They will like legitimately want to fight you.
Kahlua equals drunk, lol. Yeah. Our area is also obsessed with coffee shops. We have so many coffee shops in this town.
Yep. Just had a new one open. And we did not need another one.
No. I am so bad at cutting this stuff out. You missed the rest of the quest. Yeah. Yep. It's all good. We after Tuesday on Tuesday we didn't finish the quest, so we just kind of finished that one tonight, which is why it's done already. Quests are never that short. But for a few reasons, both because it just kind of bothered me that we were starting a quest in the middle of the episode, and then also because Hogarth died in Tuesday night's episode, and so we had a brand new dwarf hero that wasn't painted, and so like all the other heroes were painted except this dwarf.
And she's bright red, so like she stands out.
We just determined it kind of made sense. Gohan says we need time to mourn. Yes, exactly. Cal says I expect a new quest after we move house. Yes. There will definitely be another quest tomorrow night. And we'll be kind of reset to start at the beginning, so we should finish the whole thing.
My goal is to finish her either tonight or at some point tomorrow, because now the quest we were going to do tonight is going to be tomorrow. So she's going to have to be done.
Yes.
So I'm going to try to get her done before we're done tonight, but if not, then I'll work on her tomorrow.
Not moving tomorrow. Oh. When's that happening? That's always a big ordeal. We moved into this house right before the pandemic started. By total accident, we managed to get right. We bought this house right before all of that nonsense went down. And so then when everybody got quarantined, we got to quarantine inside our brand new house. And this was also right before we had kids too, so it was just the two of us. So it was actually pretty nice. What was happening was not nice, but the quarantine part was nice. Cal says, still in the process of packing and looking for a new place. Ah, understood. That is also no fun. Packing is no fun. Looking for a new place is no fun. That was actually kind of why we ended up buying. We weren't even necessarily looking to buy a house, but we have a small dog, and nowhere around here would allow pets. Yes, good luck, agreed. You there said good luck. Need lots of luck, yeah. Yeah, it's no joke around here, that's for sure. I imagine it's the same no matter where you are. Oh, I'm trying to cut an image out for this next redeem, and it is not, it's not going well. It's not going to look real good. Cal says, finding something that's a price range, size, and available is the hard bit. Yes, yeah. People want so much to rent stuff out too. It's actually that was another kind of benefit to buying, actually, was that it was way cheaper than renting. Of course, then there's the obvious, if something goes wrong, we're responsible for fixing it, which is its own, presents its own set of challenges. Oh, and Cal says to make that more since there's 5 of us here. My mom's 85 years old, me and 3 adult-age sons. Yeah, so finding a place that's big enough to fit everybody. Yeah, really hope you're able to find something. That sounds like a very stressful situation. Uh-oh. Why is my mouse just stopped? Oh, there we go. Okay. Computer just froze for a second. Yep, not easy, and we have furniture for 2 living areas. Oh, yeah. See, for a short while, right before we moved into this house, we lived with Savannah's parents for just a little bit, and we had that. We had all of our living room stuff, and then, of course, her parents had all of their living room stuff. That was a weird situation. We had tried to start a business here in town that didn't go very well, and we ended up, despite the fact that it didn't go very well, we ended up thousands of dollars in debt. So luckily her parents kind of provided us a safety net there for a little while that we could get back on our feet. And also luckily that was before we had kids, so. Whoa. All we saw on screen there for a second was your hand. The mini was not in the camera shot even a little bit. That was funny.
No hands.
Okay, we'll roll. Potion of Restoration.
Too many hands.
We were talking about this on the stream last night a little bit too, and I only asked this because I'm curious. So, Cal, if you are not comfortable divulging this information, that is totally fine. No worries at all. Genuinely, just because I'm curious, where are you from? If you're comfortable putting that information out there. I just kind of like to know where everybody's from. Australia. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. That blows my mind. Blows my mind. That is absolutely amazing. We were talking about this last night with Zuli too. The fact that we're talking here in basically real time, and we're in Ohio, state called Victoria. Oh man, that's so cool. That 100% just blows my mind that we have this level of communication is possible. Oh, right. This has got to be a square image, doesn't it? Hadn't thought of that. Okay, this should be a fix. We're near the bottom of the state, a 10-minute drive to the ocean. Oh, that's neat, too. We're quite far away from the ocean here. We've got to drive several hours in any direction to reach ocean. I've been to the oceans. We went down to Florida a few times when I was younger. to Disney World. And also my grandma would go down there every winter, and so sometimes we'd go down and visit her. And we went to the ocean a couple of times that we were there in Florida, and that was neat. But other than that, we are mostly landlocked. Pushing to the right of where I'm sitting, which doesn't help. Yeah. Yeah, that's no fun. We're really near to the Great Lakes, is the biggest kind of like area of water near us. I think we're near Lake Erie is the one that's closest to us.
Yeah, I think so.
Is that right? That makes sense. We're kind of like right on the Ohio-Indiana line. So we're like a 10 or 15 minute drive from Indiana. So corn, that's what we have. Corn everywhere. Turn around and accidentally walk into a field of corn and get lost and never come out. That's where we live.
Till they cut it all down.
Yeah. Joanne says it has the juice. Yeah. Cal says, I've heard of that lake. Yeah. We're fairly close to it anyway. It would still be a pretty, it would be hours to drive to Lake Erie, but we're close to it. I need to get a square image to drop this on top of. I've screwed this up because I was doing too many things at once. Cal says, I think a teenage book series was written with Ohio as the first book. Trixie Belden series, I think, was it. Oh, that's interesting. I feel like that sounds kind of familiar, but I can't put a finger on it really. I've heard Ohio is for lovers, but I don't know. Yes, we're about an hour north of where that song was written. I have met guys from that band, actually, Gohan. And Cody too. I think Cody's probably gone to bed, but Cody and I both met people from that band.
My mom worked with two of them at UDF.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yep.
Teen Detective. Okay. Yeah. That's definitely ringing a bell. Yeah, we're generally an hour from Dayton. I know you're not supposed to say this stuff on Twitch, by the way. I think we're small enough at this point where we can safely say that stuff, and this stuff doesn't get saved for long enough for it to be a problem. We're kind of close to Dayton. We're like an hour and a half from Columbus. "36 books in the series, so it was a popular thing and it went on for a long time. I know I have seen that name, Trixie Belden, before, but I for sure haven't read any of the books. I remember that. Glenn says, I've only been to Thornville. That does not sound familiar. I imagine that's probably closer to the eastern side of Ohio then. I've only been in the state of New York once. Actually, I haven't gone east very much. I went pretty far west and south. But once, probably 2005 or 6, we went to Vermont, and we passed through New York on the way. My parents went to New York City one time. I don't remember exactly where in New York we went through, but I kind of remember my dad saying that in the distance, you could see the prison where Mark David Chapman is, the guy who shot and killed John Lennon. Cal says, this was my go-to escape from reality into the world of mishaps and mayhem. Fun to read, though. Yes. Oh, the books are so fantastic for that. That is the best use case for books. And then I play D&D. Yes! I've always loved the Legend of Drizzt series from Forgotten Realms, R.A. Salvatore, that author, and then I would play HeroQuest. I managed to meet R.A. Salvatore one time at a book signing in Columbus. Me and my dad went. I called off from work. It was when I worked at Walmart. Called off of work and went to the book signing. That was neat. And he was just hanging out, too. I mean, he did like a Q&A where he got up and talked in front of everybody. But beforehand, we were just standing in the bookstore kind of waiting. And then Dad looked over and R.A. Salvatore was just standing there next to him. Next to the two of us. And my dad made some quip to him about, like, shouldn't there be a contingent of drow guarding you or something like that, he said. And Salvatore chuckled and was like, yeah, I think there was supposed to be one and they just didn't show up. Cal says, did you ever play the old original D&D computer games, Pool of Radiance, etc.? No, I didn't. I remember seeing stuff about those. I always wondered what exactly those were, but they looked neat. Oops. Gosh, the 28 pixels version of that looks like crap. They're all on Steam now. Awesome. Might have to check some of those out. That would be pretty funny to see after all this time. I did a lot of good old, NES and SNES. My uncle had an Atari we played a little bit. We never got the Atari. We didn't get that stuff until, we didn't get that stuff until the NES was a thing that you could go out and get. Cal says, I love Pool of Radiance still, even with the bad graphics. Yeah. Some of those games are just the best. Bad graphics or no. When I had my first computer in my room, I played a lot of Age of Empires. And the Age of Empires 1 and Age of Empires 2. And I'll still go play those. Gosh, back in, let's see, it was right around when we had our younger son. I went and bought a Windows laptop specifically so that I could play Age of Empires again. Because it doesn't work on Mac. Most of the stuff I've got is Mac now. Go. Good, we've actually got all of that now. Yeah, we're back up to 8 people. How is everybody else doing?
Howdy doody.
Oh, Cal says my kids dared me to play Age of Empires. Oh, yes. They were fun games. They lost, too. Yes. I loved the cheats. The just hilarious cheats, you know what I mean? Whoever came up with, like, you could put a car in there that could just fire bullets. And it was the fastest thing you could see on the map, and it would just decimate everything. Big Daddy, yes! Oh man, that unlocks some nostalgia in the back of my brain. 100%. That was fun. How did I remember? Yeah, no kidding. Because that was Age of Empires 1, right? So I played Age of Empires 2 within the last, like, 4 years or so. Well, the Age of Empires 1, it's been a long time.
Whoops.
Yeah. Probably 15 or 20 years for me since I played that one. But yeah, you're 100% right. All right, let's get us another custom reward here. Gift a potion of restoration. Help keep your favorite hero alive.
Community areas.
But we're gonna make this one real expensive because it is a big deal.